Hey, how's it going? It's me, Bass Rider. Just thought I'd do a quick tutorial to show you how to make melodies like Martin Garrix. So let's begin. First off, I'm going to be making the entire melody just on a basic piano sound for the purpose of this tutorial. So yeah, get up a basic piano sound so you can follow along with this if you want. But first thing we're gonna do is make the bass notes. Around this kind of register is a good place to start. So let's begin. Also keep in mind the rhythm that you're making for these notes is just as important, if not more important, than the actual notes themselves. If you've got boring rhythm, then even if the notes are good, it's still going to sound boring. So uh, make sure you have a good rhythm. I've already got a kind of idea of the rhythm that I want to go for these notes, so I'll kind of show you what I'm going to do. So that's the kind of rhythm that I'm going to go for. This is a very Martin Garrixy thing to do because I'm not putting the note here or here, but here, so it's slightly before the next beat. If I show you that of the metronome, yeah. So then we'll keep adding in more notes. So now we'll fix these. And I'm also going to change this last part slightly, just so it's got a slight bit of variation at the end before we repeat the loop. Just like that. So now let's play it from the beginning. Oh, I've just noticed something. I messed up right here. Yeah. Right, now let's listen from the beginning. So that's what we've got so far. Now we can start adding in thirds on top of it, and what I mean by that is C's above the A's, B's above the G's, A's above the F's, and so on and so on. And what that will look like is something like this. So yeah, it's just basically harmonizing it in a way. Yeah. Anyway, let's keep adding in the notes. So now we have this. So now we're going to add even more notes on top of this. So now, typically you would put an E, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put a G. So that basically turns this chord into what we call a seventh chord, a kind of simplified seventh chord. That's more music theory based stuff. If you're interested in me doing a tutorial on music theory, then comment down below, and if I get enough comments, I guess I'll do a music theory tutorial. But yeah, anyway, let's continue. So now we have something like this. And then I'm going to put a D here instead of a B, I guess you would typically put a B here, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put a D, so this also becomes a simplified 7th chord. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these notes. So now this is becoming a simplified version of what we call a sus chord, a F sus2 to be exact. So now we have this. So yeah, and then we're gonna move this note like that. So this now becomes a G sus4. Then we're going to draw in some A's under here. Yeah, I'd say A is the best note. I'm going to leave this one empty just for some variation. Now let's see what we've got. Yeah, pretty good. So now we're going to adjust the velocity of the notes. You don't have to do this, but because I'm going to be making the melody and the chords on the same piano sound, I'm just doing this to leave some space for the melody. Otherwise, it will just be really loud, and yeah, it's going to get messy. But yeah, so let's make the melody next. So. So yeah, added in some faster notes here, just so it's not exactly the same as the rhythm of the chords. So yeah, this is a good starting point. Then we're going to duplicate this across, and then on the second half, we're going to change up some of the notes, just so it's not exactly the same as the first half. Very common Martin Garrix trick. So from the very beginning, let's see what we've got so far. that's pretty good for a basic melody. Obviously you can fill in some of the gaps, for example like this. I'm not going to do that, but it's optional if you wanted to, because you've got all this space in the middle, space here, so you can fill in the gaps if you want, but I'm just choosing not to for the sake of this tutorial. And yeah, that's basically how you make a basic Martin Garrix style melody. I hope you liked this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment down below if you have any questions, and also share this video if you have any producer friends. And yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.